Oh, thank you very much, guys. I want to thank God for this great opportunity that He has given us to be here today. We shall not take it for granted. Today, I just want to highlight some few things. Uh, I just want to say or to talk about few. I'm not going to take much to say much because much has been said. So I'm just going to highlight about one or two things or issues that we should not ignore them because that is the reality we have in our country. One of the things I just want to talk about, I would like to talk about the removal of Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua from office, the entire process. And another thing that I would like us to also um, draw our attention to is about the judgment that has been made today to lift the conservatory order. These are heavy matters. These things are not just issues that you can just dismiss them. These are constitutional heavy matters, and they have to be looked at it very, very carefully and very keenly. Um, Guys, when you read Article 150 of the Kenyan Constitution, it is well clear about the ways or the process of removing the deputy president. And also Article 145 and 144, it talks about the removal of the president, which it applies even to the deputy president. Uh, it is very sad to be in this kind of era that is happening, and whatever that is happening, to be present today. But that is the reality, is a sad reality, and that is where we are. This thing, or this removal of Rigathi Gachagua, is not because Rigathi has committed crime, is not because Rigathi has done more evil than other people in government. It is because of politics or political interest for some few people. And maybe Rigathi seems to be not controlled in a political with the political waves and powers and pressures that people goes through all over, and we know that. So maybe he was deferring with the resolutions and the way the steps that those who removed him from office, led by William Ruto, who is the president, were maybe wishing to. Now, that is what is eating Rigathi, is because maybe he's truthful and they're lying. And I'm not saying that he's an angel. He's also a evil. He's also a evil because these people are politicians. They're politicians, yes. And in politics, we politicians, we have made politics to be like you are useful when you're needed, and after you have been used, they use you and dump. So they use and dump. Now once you have done your part, then you are not valid anymore. Your value is over or is off. Then you are good to go. And that is what has applied or has happened to Gachagua. So Gachagua has been removed because now he had already finished his job in 2022. Because, I mean, he was picked because of maybe two or three reasons, major reasons that made him to be appointed or to be nominated as the deputy president, and later to be elected by the people. One, because he is a man that can stand and tell you the truth irrespective of who you are. So he's one of the men that used to stand and point former President Uhuru Kenyatta, and tell him, this is not the way, this is the way. That is not the way, but this is the way. One, so he was picked because he was capable to fight Uhuru back. Secondly, because he was maybe somehow popular and is good to 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 popularize a political team or a political party, and then he was useful for that, to bring popularity or to popularize that party in Central. Another thing that has been said by several people, and we should not dismiss the rumors, is because he contributed in the campaigns and he had money, so he gave his money. So it's like he invested for that position. But now, Ruto, he has a government. Now, after having that government, you find that Gachagua is no more useful because Uhuru is not there to fight. Raila was the candidate of Uhuru Kenyatta. Now Raila is sleeping in bed with Ruto, politically speaking. Now, so Raila is in Ruto's team right now. And who then will regard the fight? They now have system. Yeah, they now have state machineries that they are using them the way they want. You know? So looking at that, that is one. Another reason that has made Gachagua out is because of his stand. He's a man of his stance, and I have, for the shortest period of time that I've been able to study the nature of Gachagua, is somehow different from the philosophy contained in Kenya Kwanza and the nature of other leaders in Kenya Kwanza. So maybe his way and the ways of other leaders in Kenya Kwanza are not, they are not matching, you know. That is why you find that he was like the odd one out, and then they decided to throw him out and away. So that is one. Secondly, as much as this thing or this process is political, we must agree that this process is legal. Legal process. So the law must apply in whatever steps that are taken for impeachment. For any impeachment, the law must apply, and that is why the law describes the way, the grounds, the process of impeaching. So, one, let's go back to the Constitution. The Constitution says that a deputy president can be removed from office, that is Article 150, in 3 grounds. Either his incapacity, either physical or mental, to perform his duty. Secondly, if there is any serious reason, and underline the word serious reason, to believe that the deputy president has committed crime in national and international laws. And there is another ground, that gross misconduct. Gross violation of the national and international law, gross misconduct, and any other serious reason to believe. In the case of Gachagua, the question is there any serious reason? In all 11 grounds that were filed to remove him, and now in Senate, they only passed 5 grounds. So let's talk with these 5 grounds. Are they conscionable? Are they measurable? Are they meeting the merit of the Constitution in terms of impeachment? The answer to me becomes no, a big no, because this was political grounds that were used against him, because all of these 11 allegations that were filed against the deputy president, none of the allegation was substantiated in Senate. None of the process, even a single process, ground, was substantiated. That is where the problem comes. None of the allegation was substantiated in the Senate. None of them. And they never demonstrated for any kind of evidence against the deputy president in these grounds. So there were nothing. These were just allegations, and we call them not even allegations. These were just rumors that were used. And now you impeach someone through rumors. It means, and this creates a very dangerous door for any other person in future to be impeached through rumors. Now, leave alone the grounds. Let us come to the process. What was the process? We start from the public participation. Public participation was issued 2 days before, prior to. Now, 2 days prior to public participation, that is when the notice were given to the public. And members of the public were given certain locations that were identified, one polling in the entire county. Assume a largest county like Narok and other counties. How can someone get from Mashinani to town to come and give their opinions? And there you purport that the people gave their opinion. Who gave the opinion? So giving 2 days notice to public participation. Members of the public, for those who could, they came out to give their opinion. And when they came out, when they were coming to give their opinion, once you are known that, or you are profiled that you are opposing the bill, people were denied chance to give their opinion. Another thing is that in certain polling stations where the public participation was conducted, some ballot papers were brought there already filled. The question is, who filled these papers? And when they were filled by any other people outside there, then what was the meaning of calling the members of the public to come and give their opinions for something that had already been done? So I don't feel if it is right. That is where I feel like that there were no justice to the Constitution of the Republic of Kenya, not even to Gachagua, to the Constitution of Kenya. And as you read Article 1 of the Kenyan Constitution and Article 2, the Article 1 says that the sovereign power belongs to the people of Kenya. And it goes down and say, the sovereign power of the people can only exercised in accordance with this constitution. And in Article 2, let's not read even Article 2 because it's not related with this matter. Now when you come to Article 10, where it talks about public participation, human nature, and apply also chapter 6 of the Kenyan Constitution, where the Constitution is very clear about leadership and integrity. Yeah? So the issue of integrity there is missing. The issue of public power is missing in the entire process because the members of the public were never be given an adequate opportunity to present their views, their case, just to give their opinion on the matter. Another thing, in the same case, when the case went to Senate, His Excellency got sick during the hearing of the case, where he was going to be cross-examined by the National Assembly, and he became sick. He went to hospital. Sickness is not something that you can just wish away, or maybe you can just wish to have it. Sickness comes anywhere, anytime, anyhow. So if the deputy president felt unwell and he was admitted in a hospital, in Karen Hospital. And the Senate was given the information that the deputy president was in Karen Hospital. And they were given further application to suspend the proceedings during that particular day, to extend it at least for a few days before. But they refused. Why did they? Because this was already a game that was already played and finished. So they were just fixing what that they had already made it. You see where the problem is. So in terms of natural justice, in terms of fair hearing, I believe, according to my little knowledge, the law was not followed. The law was not followed there. Let us come. After that, they nominated, the Senate voted for impeachment during midnight. The same midnight, by morning, they had already nominated a new deputy president. For you to know that this thing was planned and the president was behind this, purporting and pretending that is not. Now he was saying that it is a National Assembly has decided to remove his deputy. And if it was a National Assembly, I think the president would have used even his lawyers to prevent and protect the deputy president. The president would have used the Attorney General to protect his deputy. But the Attorney General, the legal team of the National Assembly, the legal team of Senate, and any other person who is in support of this motion of impeachment, they are sitting on the same position to push the deputy president out. And you're telling us that the president has no hand in the same case. And I ask my question, then who is the Attorney General serving, if not the president? Now, after nominating, now let's go back. After nominating the new designated deputy president during midnight, they took his name in National Assembly by morning, and by about 1, his name was already approved by the National Assembly. We don't have the IBC in place. And this IBC, we have almost 4 constituencies that they don't have their representative members of parliament. For the reason why we don't have IBC. How now can the same IBC that is not in capacity to conduct a by-election in various constituencies, can it clear and approve the name of Professor Kindiki? That is a question in my head. Who did it? We don't have IBC. Did Ruto has his own IBC and we don't know? Maybe. Another question. These independent bodies, are they working at night? Because by morning, the EACC had already cleared Kindiki. The IBC had already done the same. And they're telling us that thing was constitutional, that thing was legal, that thing was measurable. That is a lie to me. It's a big lie to me. And let me tell you, for a matter of fact, that thing is not measurable. That thing is unconstitutional process. It is an unconstitutional process. Now the judges, the bench of 3 judges today ruled to lift the conservatory orders so that they open a door for Kindiki to be sworn in. And we know that. And they did it on the basis that the office of the deputy president cannot be vacant because no other person can perform the special functions of the deputy president as underlined or authorized by the law. Now they said that office can't be vacant. I want to ask us a very simple question. When you read Article 147 or thereabout, not 147 there, that office is given a constitutional period of 74 days of its vacancy, since the deputy president is not in a position. 74 days. The question in my mind, how many days since Senate voted to impeach the deputy president? Are we even close to that 74? It is clear that we are not even a half of it. Even a half. And now the courts are telling us that that office cannot be vacant as per the law. Under which constitution? Under which law? We are praying God because they have state machineries, they have systems, they have government, they have everything, judiciary, legislature. What we are asking to God is God to protect us. Let them do whatever they want to do, but that one will never ever take them anywhere, and they will never succeed. So right now we are just watching because we have nothing to say. They are the bosses right now, but our day is coming. Kenyans, let us be very sincere and serious. If we play around, we will see what we have never seen. These people are very dangerous. These people are very mosquitoous. These people are very bad. We have to watch them. Even as we sleep, we have to sleep with one eye open so that we are sensitive and ready and attention. So thank you. Guys, I'm very disappointed today with our courts. I'm very disappointed. I'm very sad. I'm very angry. But I have no more to say. I just want to thank God. And I believe this matter will not just end there. We are going to look at the merit of it. So thank you guys. May God bless you and may God bless Kenya. I go by the name Mapinda 1, aka Motongoria Njaba.